Hi, welcome to Paranormal Kativity. Southwest of Baltimore in Ilchester, Maryland, there is an entity that's known by a lot of different names. You might know him as Peeping Tom, the Blink Man, Ilchester the Molester, or my personal favorite, the Flickergeist. The origins of this story are kind of a mystery. They know that it started somewhere around the early 1900s to 1920s, but they don't really have an origin as to what this entity is, why it's here, who had the first experience with it. They don't know, but it is a very well-known being, energy, urban legend story that I personally want to give a try, even though it's a little creepy and dangerous. The legend states that if you come to the Ilchester tunnel and you stand at one end at 11 p.m. and stare down this tunnel until midnight, trying to stare for the majority of the time, you know, avoid the blinks. At the stroke of midnight, you will see the Blink Man, or the Flickergeist, whatever you would like to call it. And after you see it, you can't unsee it. And each time you blink, it will suddenly get closer and closer and closer to you. Supposedly, the last time that you blink, you will open your eyes to feeling this entity's eyelashes on your face, and then the end of the story where people don't really know what happens. There's a lot of stories of people going crazy. There's stories of people trying to trick the Flickergeist by thinking like, oh, well, you know, this isn't the most sane train of thought, but maybe if I blind myself, then I won't be able to see it and it can't haunt me or kill me or whatever. But the story says that somebody would rip their eyes out, but that last blink before they did it, it would still get them. And once it gets you, it's said that you're no longer in the land of the living. The area, I guess, has a lot of different mysterious deaths that people attribute to this entity. And I never even knew about it until today, thanks to Alex, who found it on the internet. Thanks, Alex. Had you guys heard of the Flickergeist? I had never heard of it, and I am very much intrigued by entities and stories with a specific location. That's my biggest issue with Crybaby Bridge, because there are about 8,000 Crybaby Bridges where I live, and none of them seem to be the right one. But with this, it's one tunnel, one time of night, one story, and whether you believe it or not, you know, urban legends are around for a reason, so maybe it had a reason for its beginnings that I just am not aware of. But either way, it was a super cool story, and I wanted to share it with you. So I hope you enjoyed listening to it. If you did, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, you can always leave a thumbs down. That way I can keep it in mind for next time. Please do subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you get notified every time I make an upload. I'm Kat, and this is Paranormal Kativity. Have a strange day. Bye! By the way, I don't know if it'll show in the video, but I was doing my first take of this and got totally distracted and had to start over, but Lorelei moved. So if that got caught, you're gonna see that next. Okay, bye.